Hello and welcome back to the channel. We've got a little review today. It's a Porsche 962C. This was given to me by Sam McCord. Very generous of you, Sam. Thank you very much. There's been some debate whether I should review this or not because it's quite an old kit. Bloody flies. So I've decided I am going to review it because I'm just reviewing all my kits, old or new. They all get the same treatment. I don't treat any of them any differently as I would treat the others. If I buy one of them a gift, I'm slightly off track there. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the box art first. It's a beautiful red and yellow Porsche. Now I'm not too familiar with the racing terms for these type of cars, so we'll just say it's a racing car. Let me see, does it say highly detailed static display model, solid synthetic rubber tyres, accurately reproduced exterior. This has no engine, I know that, and this is all about the finish. On this build it will all be about the finish and the decals. So wisely Tamiya have decided to get Cartograph on board to do them decals, and I think that is a positive move. So let's go and have a look over at the bench and see what's inside the box. So here we are, Porsche 926, nice box art. It came from plastmodel.pl, which is Poland I believe, and so we've got a picture of the real car on the side. It's a photo, and the design there, which is nice, and nothing else really. So let's have a look what's in the box. It's quite a small kit, but by no means does that mean it's going to be a cakewalk. I'll tell you for why in a second. So we're going to do the destructions first. Just get them out of that. Unfortunately this time I think the staples should have been took out. Right. So, instructions. Straightforward Tamiya fare here. So, don't know what exactly where. Let me just check where we're at on the camera. Right, we're at maximum. There we go. That's where we want to be. So straightforward. Then we've got. It tells you straight away to paint the bottom chassis, and there's some sections that need removing. It says there. They're just sprue bits there. I think that's all they're telling you to remove there. Start putting some sort of structure in at the back, and then we have what appears to be a sort of simple basic engine that's going to sit in the back, and then we're on to the sort of drive shafts and wheels. Looks like we've got independent suspension going in there. Various other little bits and bobs that the driver has in there, some sort of control unit, which is in there, and then wheels and brakes and a dashboard as such, and painting up these suspension arms, and the wheels, painting the wheels, putting the decals on the wheels, and then painting the body using the masks provided, which we will have a look at. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Very, very straightforward guide, very quick. We'll have a look at the Decals sheet next. We've got some small ones here which are they have Dunlop written on them, so that's nice. There will be some writing on the wheels. I don't know how easy or how hard these are to put on. Some people have said that they're quite difficult to put on. I don't know, they look fine to me. We will see when we do them. I plan on doing this for the Le Mans build. Le Mans. Would you look at that? Now you can tell straight away, cartograph. It's just phenomenal. 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 See, it says Tamiya there, but it does say made by Cartograph. And they're a lot thinner than Tamiya's normal ones, which you can tell just by, you know, I haven't got any to compare, but if we did, you would see these have got a nice gloss on them, which is okay in this instance because we want the car to be very glossy, and they are beautiful. I don't know, there's something about a really well done decal sheet. Looks bloody great, it does. I could sit looking at decal sheets all day. They're beautiful sometimes, the patterns and colours. Anyway, that's starting to sound a bit funny now, so we'll move on from there. Yeah, so they look great. No problemo there. Then we've got these masks. I've never used these before. Sam tells me they're laser cut. You know, I just can't see it. I would say they need to be cut out, but Sam insists they're laser cut. I see no edge at all on them. Let me just quickly go back and see if there's any reference to them in the instructions. So, masking seal, it tells you where they are. Massive. Paint windows using masking seals included. That does not help me at all. No, that does not help at all. Oh well, I will look into that further. So anyway, there you go, complete masking set. At the worst, a sharp knife, very carefully go around and you've got yourself a perfect set. And this isn't just for the windows, as I thought when I first opened it. This actually is the masking set which gives you the complete colours for the car. So it gives you that yellow and red. Obviously, I'm guessing these ones are for the red sections, and then this one's for the yellow. We'll see. We'll see nearer the time, but it's somewhere along them lines. Now we're going to have a look at the first piece, which is the shell, which is beautiful, stunning. And the first thing many of you will notice is it has got its glass already in. It comes like that, it's already sealed, so I would think that once I get it out to start working with it, I may put the masks on straight away just to protect the glass from any scuffs and scratches, although it'd be easy polishable, and I will polish it towards the end anyway, but just as a precaution. We've got some nice panel lines on there, not too bad. I don't know, maybe they're a bit big. I'm not an expert on panel lines. Yeah, we've got some nice grids there, or sort of air vents. That's going to look bloody gorgeous when it's painted up and sat on the shelf. It really is. Just trying to visualise it now. We've got some glass. Also, the glass is in the front headlights, which I didn't realise either. You know, and it's good glass and all, well, crystal. Let me show you. You can see there. Don't worry about, there's a slight dot on each front lens. That actually is for something, I believe. There we go, look at that. And then I'll give you a look down the side. There we go. Brilliant. Very, very good. Yep, we likes that. We likes the pressures. So we will, let's look at the chassis next. I don't know why I'd have thought I'd already reviewed this, I haven't. So here we go, this is the bottom piece. Very sort of a thin plastic. There's one of the tabs that it says needs cutting off. That's probably another. So they've cut it off from the sprue in the factory and then put it in the bag. So that's what explains why they're on there. Lovely riveting detail underneath. I believe they're rivets. Yes, they are. Even got the little dimple in the middle. Not so much the tiny ones, but definitely the larger ones there have got the dimple in the middle. So we got yeah, beautiful. Let's just see how that fits together actually. Oh, them slots might be in the way, that's a shame. So, yeah, they're going to be in the way. I don't want to start cutting it already, so I should imagine it's a good finish. A good fit, rather. So, yes, there we go. There's obviously no detail on the inside, and we've got makings, the beginnings of the front axles there for holding the wheels to get together, suspension system. There we go, let's pop that back in. Wheels, not a lot to really say. They're slick and they have a seam down the middle, and we've got two, looks like two pins to go, and I reckon they go either side of the shell in here to hold this shell down. So maybe there's 4 in total. Maybe there's another 2 lurking in there somewhere. I don't know. Just trying to see. There's 1, 2. I will be surprised because that certainly looks the right size and fit. Anyway, yeah, so they've got quite hefty seam lines running through, which are going to need taking care of. Let's go in just a fraction. I don't know if that so that'll need addressing, but nothing. I'm not opening it up because I've got all these loose pins in there, and they're guaranteed to go missing. So yeah, and then we come to the single sprue. This is still going to be an awesome kit. Attention to detail is important on this build, I think, because what we're going for is an immaculate finish. This is a racing car after all. Wear and tear is going to be minimal. There's 2 conditions these cars have really, and that's brand new look or totally smashed to pieces. I don't want to go with the smashed to pieces look. I haven't got it in me to wreck a perfectly good model. Not that I don't think that's there's some great digging myself a hole here, and there's some great dioramas out there where people have smashed up their models to give it that crashed look, and I think that's great. But you know, I couldn't do that myself. I think if I got a kit that was buggered and I was struggling with it, or I got a kit that was only some of it was missing, I wouldn't have a problem then. And that's what I have got. A couple of kits up there which are purposely for crash scenarios and so on, because they've got bits missing and so on. So anyway, back to this. We're digressing a bit. We've got the engine assembly. Looks like the engine assembly there. Electronic control unit which goes in the car, sits next to the driver there. Let me just zoom in. We've got nice levels of detail on there. And then we've got the... I don't know, that is very odd. Right. The wheels, and they've not been chromed. That's unusual. And they're very nice wheels. They're very nicely detailed. Would you look at that? The steering wheel is there. Let me just show you them wheels again. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We've got nothing on the back side. And then we come along, we've got the brakes. Don't know whether they're front or rear. They are actually textured as well. They have got them slight grooves in from the brake pads. That's very nice. Little bit of flash on the discs themselves. I don't know how close we can get in. Let's see. Let's see. It's got a little light on the front of this. I've never really used it. So this is the first time trying this. Oh, there we go. I don't know if you can see them perforation, the tracks on the discs. You see that? Look at that. and then we've got some form of lights, I think, and then we've got the console. Apologies, I'll just get that. Shush, Daniel. Thing is still recording. Daniel, shush. Apologies for that. Somebody at the door. The dog. Angela's back. So there we've got the seat. Very well detailed there. And we've got the cockpit tub, I think that is called. Let me zoom back out because it's there we go, cockpit tub there, and then steering, suspension, independent suspension arms, and that's pretty much it. We've got the gear stick lever there with the linkage, and we've got some, you know, this is good stuff. It will be a good build, but as I say, the finish, the internal's not going to take too long at all. It's going to be a lot of painting individual items before they go together, because these are all going to be different colours, I would guess. Different types of aluminium, different types of steel, you know, metal, chrome, all that sort of thing. So there's going to be a lot of that, which can be time consuming. And then, as far as I'm concerned, all of the effort's going to be in that body shell, getting that high shine, getting those decals on, and making it shine. That to me, that's going to be the challenge on that kit, and I look forward to it. So anyway, that was the review on the Porsche 962, was it? Porsche 962C. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.